Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're feeling well, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And if you're not, let me know how I can help you. I'm here to help. So we'll get started with our hello songs. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care? What the heck do we care? Hail, hail, the gang's all here. What the heck do we care now? If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How you do, how you do, how you do? Had you dropped me a letter, I'd hired a band, the grandest band in the land. Had you dropped me a letter, I'd hired a band, spent the welcome night for you. Now I don't know where you came from, 'cause I don't know where you've been. But it really doesn't matter, grab a chair and fill your platter and dig, dig, dig right in. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. How you do, how you do, how you do? How you do, how you do, how you do? So today, thanks to Jan wrote in and said that she really enjoyed the music from the 50s and 60s, especially Elvis. So today we are going to do a lot of Elvis songs. Here's to you, Jan. And this could be for you too. So if you have suggestions, contact me. Absolutely. I will be happy to do them. If I don't know them, I will learn them because I'll never know all the music. So I would love to learn music, and especially if it's meaningful to you. So I'd be happy to do it. All right, so here's some Elvis. Ever since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. Stand at the end of a lonely street at Heartbreak Hotel. You make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I get so lonely, I could die. Although it's always crowded, you can still find some room. The broken-hearted lovers do cry away their gloom. They make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I get so lonely, I could die. The bellhop's tears keep flowing, the desk clerk's dressed in black. You've been so long on lonely street, they're never gonna look back. They make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I get so lonely, I could die. Now if your baby leaves you and you got a tale to tell, just take a walk down lonely street to Heartbreak Hotel. You make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I get so lonely, I could die. You make me so lonely, baby. I get so lonely, I get so lonely, I could die. So today I thought it would be fun to see if we could remember some of the fads from the 1950s. And this is just, I got this from kind of like a blog of a gentleman who grew up in the 50s. He said he moved to a farm and his parents put him in a Catholic school, and there was a small village about 4 miles away from where he grew up. They walked a quarter mile to the main road to catch the school bus. From 4th through 7th grade, he remembers the following fads. So this is from a gentleman's account from 1950 to 1960. All right, so his number one fad that he remembers was the Red Scare and civil defense drills. There was a big Red Scare all over the country because the United States' chief adversary, the Soviet Union, now had nuclear weapons as of 1949. This meant that nuclear war could break out at any time, As a 4th or 5th grader, I can recall practicing civil defense drills in the classroom. I remember hearing Sister say that when we heard the loud sirens, we were to duck and cover under our desks. From the time to time, we also saw movies about the evil tendencies of the Soviet Union, slowly grasping all countries of the world and making its way to North America. That's got to be pretty frightening as a middle school student. I can only imagine. That would be terrifying. Yeah. Number 2, he has goiter pills. Occasionally, while I was in 4th or 5th grade, everyone in class had to take a goiter pill. At that time, many people had been developing problems or swelling of the thyroid gland due to iodine deficiency. This was one way of making sure all kids got their iodine if they didn't get it at home. So, not something that happens today anymore. Not that I'm aware of anymore. Anyway, all right. We'll do another Elvis song. This is Can't Help Falling in Love. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. I don't think he was the first one to do that song, but he still sung it. All right. Polio epidemics. Boy, he remembers lots of kind of scary things from the 50s. So until polio vaccines developed by Doctors Salk and Sabin were distributed in the population, infantile paralysis hit the country hard, usually every summer. In the summer of 1955 or 1956, polio hit my school and one of my classmates died. I remember having to serve Mass for him on the day after he died. Oh, it's tragic. Here's one that's a little more lighthearted. The Mickey Mouse Club and Mouseketeers. It was a variety show for kids produced by Walt Disney, ran on national TV during the years 1955 to 1957. Every day after school, he recalls watching the Mouseketeers, as the kids on the show were called. This show was hosted by Jimmy Dodd, and each program had an opening march followed by musical and dance performances by the Mouseketeers. He had favorite Mouseketeers, Annette Funicello, Cubby O'Brien, and Karen Pendleton. I'm impressed that he remembered their names. Maybe he looked them up. I don't know. I will always remember the ending of each show where Karen and Cubby would first jointly sing, "Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company." And then everyone would sing, "M-I-C-K-E-Y," followed by Jimmy Dodd saying, "Why? Because we like you." And then the ending would be followed by everyone singing, "M-O-U-S-E." In 1954, he also remembers David Crockett and the Coonskin Hat. Also a Disney series about the American folk hero and frontiersman Davy Crockett. Everyone had to tune into this show about the adventures of Davy Crockett, played by Fess Parker. He memorized the song from the Mene series, which went as follows. I don't think I know this one. Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free, raised in the woods till he knew every tree, killed him a bear when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. He lived during the 19th century and was well known for his coonskin hat. All right. How about we do another quick one here? Jailhouse Rock. Warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. Should have heard those knocked out jailbirds ring. And let's rock. Let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played the tenor saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. The drama brought from Eleanor and crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was the purple game. Let's rock. Let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on into the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock. Let's rock." Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Beside the sack was sitting on a block of stone, way over in the corner weeping all alone. The warden said, "Buddy, don't you be no square. If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair." Let's rock. Let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shifty Henry said to Bucks, "For heaven's sake, no one's looking, now's a chance to make a break." Bugsy turned to Shifty and he said, "Nick's Nick, I wanna stick around and get my kick. So let's rock. Let's rock." Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Let's rock. Let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. All right. Oh, and speaking of which, he remembers Elvis and rockabilly. He writes, "I will never forget when I first heard Elvis sing on the radio in January of 1956. He was belting out tunes like Heartbreak Hotel and Love Me, which I quickly took a liking to and often tried to sing. He was one of the pioneers of rockabilly in a combination of country music and rhythm and blues music. He was also famous for greased back hair and sideburns. When he swayed his hips while singing, he got the girls screaming." It's kind of funny. All right. Let's see. We'll switch it up here a little bit. So we'll move on to the Everly Brothers. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 when I want you in my arms, when I want you, and all your charms, whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. Dream, 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 when I feel blue in the night, when I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. And I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. The only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. All I have to do is dream. Another thing he remembers about the 1950s was American Bandstand and the Jitterbug Dance. American Bandstand was produced by the legendary Dick Clark, had its initial showing on national TV in 1957. On this daily show, hosted by Dick Clark, teenagers would dance to the top 40 hits of the day. The most popular dance in the beginning years was the jitterbug, or swing, which has origins in the 30s. Kids would dance this way to the rockabilly of Presley and other popular singers like Buddy Holly and the Everly Brothers. At a Halloween party with 8th grade classmates in 1957, I failed miserably and almost broke a girl's arm while trying to do the jitterbug. You know, I have asked people, how do you learn to do the jitterbug? You're throwing people around like that, and everybody just says, oh, you just do it. You got to have guts to do it, I think. You got to really trust your partner, too. It looks like fun, though. It looks like you have to have really good coordination to do it as well. All right, let's do another little ballad here. Earth Angel. Earth angel, will you be mine? My darling dear, I love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. Earth angel, the one I adore. I love you forever and evermore. I'm just a fool in love with you. I fell and I knew the vision of your loveliness. I hope and I pray that someday I'll be the vision of your happiness. Earth angel, please be mine. My darling dear, I love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. Earth angel, will you be mine? My darling dear, I love you all the time. I'm just a fool in love with you. A fool in love with you. All right. This gentleman also recalls hula hooping. It started in America in July of 1958. According to Wikipedia, Carlton Products Corporation was the first manufacturer of hula hoops. 25 million were sold in less than 4 months. Wow, that's pretty incredible. At our freshman class initiation party in the fall of 1958, hula hoops could be seen everywhere. I can still see many of my classmates masterfully swinging the hoops around their waists. Hula hooping is a workout. I haven't done it in a while, but I remember when I did it as a kid, I was out of breath. All right, sock hops. In the late 1950s, informal high school dances were often held in the school gym or cafeteria. Students would all take off their shoes and dance in their socks to the pop music played by a jukebox. Poodle skirts and bobby socks. Poodle skirts and bobby socks were worn by girls in the late 50s. The bobby socks were short and white. The poodle skirts, which came down in leaves, would sway while dancing. There was no such thing as a miniskirt yet. That was in the 60s, right? And I have to say, I would enjoy hearing all of this from you and hearing your stories of your memories of all of these things. That's part of the reason why I love what I do, is because I get to hear what life was like in the 50s from people who actually lived it. And I love to see the expression on your face as you remember, or silly things you did when you were a kid that maybe you probably shouldn't have done, but when you're a teenager, you're invincible, right? I love hearing those stories. So anyway, someday I get to talk to you about it, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, we'll do another Elvis song here. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit anyway, no friend of mine. Told me you was high class, that was just a lie. Yeah, they told me you was high class, that was just a lie. But you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. But you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You made me feel so blue, you made me weep and moan. Yeah, you made me feel so blue, you made me weep and moan. 'Cause I'm looking for a woman, all you're looking for is a home. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. No, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Diners and jukeboxes. McDonald's restaurants had been founded in 1953, but they weren't that popular yet. Teenagers instead preferred to go to small diners or greasy spoons where there were jukeboxes and soda fountains. He recalls that on an 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., a number of my classmates and I sought out the first diner we could find in the vicinity of our hotel. Most of us had hamburgers and listened to Elvis tunes on the jukebox. That sounds nice. Sounds like fun. Drive-in movies. This is something that I wish were more popular today. They are around, but it's tough because they're seasonal and I get it. But it's so much more relaxing to go to a drive-in movie. And you know, the old speakers that came off the pole and hung on your window, and I don't know. It was just so much fun. All right. A lot of guys took their girls to the drive-in, not for the movie, but for smooching and making out in the backseat. That's what he recalls. Okay, and this is one that I had never heard of until probably last year sometime, and maybe I mentioned it last time. But panty raids and telephone booth stuffing. So panty raids were two fads. Panty raids and telephone booth stuffing were two fads popular on college campuses in the late 50s. In panty raids, a group of college men would storm a woman's dormitory and demand panties from the co-eds who would willingly oblige. Not sure that would fly anymore. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe I'm old school. For telephone booth stuffing, students would try to set the record for the number of people who could fit inside a public telephone booth. That sounds uncomfortable, and talk about getting to know your neighbor pretty well. Because I've seen pictures of it, and some of them got in there pretty well. I'm sure that you all have your own memories, and I'm sure this list was not all inclusive, but I hope it maybe brought some memories back for you as well. Some of the silly things you did as a kid or a teenager or young adult, however you want to phrase it. Okay, how about we'll do another Elvis song, but this is One Pair of Hands. Let me find a different one though. That's not a very good version. All right, One Pair of Hands. And I think I have played this before. I'm pretty sure I played this for you before. But it's one of my favorites. It's got such a good message. And one day I might just do a bunch of my favorite songs that maybe you know some of them, maybe you don't, but they're my favorites and I'll have reasons behind all of them. One pair of hands form the mountains. One pair of hands form the sea. One pair of hands made the sun and the moon. Every bird, every flower, every tree. One pair of hands form the valleys, the oceans, the rivers, and the sand. Those hands are so strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. hearts race the dead. One pair of hands calm the raging storms. Thousands of people were fed. One pair of hands said, I love you. Those hands were nailed to a tree. Those hands are so strong, so when love goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Those hands are so strong, so when love goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Put your faith into one pair of hands. All right, how about we do one more today? And we haven't done any country yet, so maybe we should do some country. How about Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight? I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. Walk for miles along the highway, but that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. As the skies turn gloomy, night blows a whisper to me, lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping maybe you're somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night clouds a whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. Yes, I'm out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping maybe you're somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I go out walking after midnight, searching for you. See y'all next time, everyone. Have a good day.